guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So we are going to have a little play in our vintage and shabby journal that we're making. Now I put the this together the other day, so I'll link the video underneath. And I have added a few bits in here already. We've got 3 signatures. Well, I haven't added them in. I've put them where I would like them to be. So these are our little paper bag journals, the little altered paper bag journals, the little altered paper bags. And what I have done, I've added the little seam binding flowers onto them. Let me just take that off. And I've got the little crystals and some little pearls on there, which I just think look really, really pretty. Now I've just paper clipped that on because that's where I want it to be. I'm going to put them on the front of each signature, which I think looks really, really nice. So I've got one little flower on there. That is a little double one, and then I've just got a little cluster on this one. But I just think they are just so pretty. I haven't really done a huge amount in here, but I've just sort of like tried to put things in where I want them to be. Now I've put 2 of the paper clips we've made in each signature as well, and I've just popped a little bit of a paper in this one because this is going to be for sort of writing in, obviously, and I don't want to do too much into it, if you know what I mean. I want to sort of like blanker pages, but in the middle I've added some little flowers on top of a little bit of cheesecloth, which I love. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I've done the first one, so I want to do that. I want to make some little thingies to go in here, which I've already made one, so I'll show you that little notebook, and then I want to put some page tabs on. So that's our aim for today. So I've got these ready, look in here. Now these little flowers, so I've done the first one. These little flowers are from, I've written it down on here because I can never remember my kits. These are from the calendar journal Shabby accessories. So this is one of the calendar journal ones, and they've got these lovely little flowers in, little fussy cut flowers that you can do. Now where's my piece of what did I do with that? I need a little bit of parchment. I'm just going to tear a little piece off here, just so when I glue gun it, it's not going to stick to the page. So just a little cut off here. So I've got, I've got 2. I've got them ready so we can just stick them on. So I've just fussy cut the little flower out like that, and I'm going to back it onto a little bit of cheesecloth and then attach it to the little dingly dangly bits. Now obviously I don't want them the same size. I'm going to just chop that one off there. I'm going to pop the little bit of this underneath. I'm going to take, let's have this one under the smaller one. So I'm going to pop the cheesecloth underneath like that, and then I'm going to take the little flower. I'm going to add a little bit of glue gun onto there, and then I'm just going to take that and stick that onto that like that. And if you pop it onto some sort of like parchment, greaseproof paper, something that won't stick, then it won't stick to your book. So I've got another one, and then I've got a little bit of pink cheesecloth and a little flower. So let's just take that one off. There we go. And I'm going to pop this one. Let's go this side. I'll pop the little bit of cheesecloth underneath. Now you don't have to have cheesecloth underneath, you can pop a little bit of lace, anything, but I just thought instead of trying to get 2 that fit sort of together, I thought I would just stick this on top like that on a piece of cheesecloth, and I think it looks really pretty, doesn't it? Adds to the little shabbiness of the book, of the journal. So let's stick that one down. Perfect. That's nice and dry. So look, lovely. A little bit of pink cotton on there. We don't need that, do we? Peel that off, and then we have 2 little dingly danglies. I haven't done them so they go over the book. I've done it so that they sit inside the journal. So let's do the last one. So we've got 3 signatures, and on this one, so these are quite simple to do, aren't they? But it's a lovely idea. because I don't normally add things in to these. Cut that one off. Let's go underneath both of these. Let's pop a little pink one under there. So if I sort of push that down, that should be okay. Little flower. I forgot I had these flowers. So they are just perfect. Let's just hold that down and stick that on top. There we go. And then we can do this one. Pop that underneath. Whoops. And that just sandwiches the little piece of little bit of wax thread in between, so we know it's going to stay in place. And they're really light, so they're not heavy. So there we go. That's a nice simple little bit of decorating, isn't it? Embellishing. There we go. Love them, and I just think they look really pretty. And on the back, it doesn't matter if they flip over because it's just a little bit of cheesecloth on the back. So that's that. So that's quite a simple little thing to do. So that's what we're going to do. And then I've got the little page tabs. I'll pop those in a minute, because what I want to do first, I'm going to pop that over there. I want to make these little booklets. Now, these are what you get in the Vintage and Shabby embellishment kit. And they're to make the books, which are like this. These little books. But if you don't want to put so much paper inside, all as I've done, I've just folded this in half. I've backed it with some paper, which I'll do in a minute, and then sewed around it and just folded it in half, and that looks like the little spine either side like that. So that's another really simple way if you wanted just some little notebooks. But the first thing I'm going to do, because I've done one, I just need another two. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to cut right to the edge. I'm just going to cut around it so we've got a little bit of a white edge to it. So when we glue them onto the backing paper, now again you can print either side, but these haven't got printed on this inside. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to glue these on and then cut them out. And by leaving a little white line around it, when you cut them out, it means you get a really cleaner cut on them. So I'm just going to glue stick this down. I get my glues confused sometimes, hilly billy. Oops. So let's just stick that on there. And stick this one on. So super simple. And if you just wanted some little notebooks without having to sort of like make lots of pages, this is really, really simple. So let's just make sure they're stuck down. Pop the lid on, and we will just snip this off. And then we've got that to back onto something else. So I'm going to cut these out. I just love these sort of like shabby little book covers. They are just beautiful, aren't they? And they're just perfect to go into the little pocket of our altered paper bags. So let's just cut that round. And this one. And they're very, very simple to do. Like I said, if you didn't want to make a big, thickish sort of book, you can just do it like this. It's really easy. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to just sew around the edge. I'm going to sew all the way around the edge before I fold it in half. Now I'm going to just ink it a little bit. Just a little bit of ink around the edge. So if we've got time, I don't want this video to be too long because it takes so long to upload otherwise. That's why I try not to do so many long videos. So we shall see. We shall see how long this is. I might make some bigger notepads things to go into the journals as well, like that. So that's perfect. And also, if you were one of the Ko-fi members or supporters, I backed these as well. So I'm going to just quickly sew around those as well as these, because I thought these would make really nice bookmarks. Now I've got some like little dingly things here, which I might actually pop onto there, like that. I think they look really nice as well. I've got 3 of these. I would like to use these, but they're not really the right colour, and I'm not sure. They're shiny, so I'm not sure whether they will take any of the ink, but I might give that a go. I might try and colour them tomorrow. So I'm going to just quickly sew around all of these, and then I will be back. Okay, so there we go. They've just been sewn around the edge, and I just think it sort of like finishes everything off lovely. So I'm going to pop those to the side, ready. Now I've got these 2 which I've just sewn around as well, which are lovely. It was a bit white there. I think I just caught it on the sewing machine. That's okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold this in half, like that. Nice and simple. Let's just fold that down. And look, see, it looks lovely. A tiny little booklet, which will be perfect. Now I've sewn around the edges of these, and I'm actually going to sew the paper in, which I've done on this one, which I've just popped the paper in like that, and then I've just sewn it down there just to hold them in place. But again, if you don't sew, you could always pop a couple of little staples in there, and then cover it up with a little bit of lace or something. But I think they look really nice. Now I've got some paper ready. Where is it? Here it is. Which I've just cut up some coffee stain paper, and this is 3. I think I did this 3 inches, because that's how tall the books are. And I'm not quite sure how wide they were. So shall I just? I'm going to just bend that there, like that. So let's just see how wide that is. Should have cut them first, shouldn't I? Unless, maybe I'll just do that. What do you reckon? Does that fit? Does that fit there? Okay, yes, that will work. Let's see how big these are. Oops. They are 4. Let's go in the middle. About 4.5, roughly. So let's just cut it. I can always cut them to size in a minute. So let's just do that 4.5. Is that about right? What I'm going to do, actually, did I put them in there? I can't remember how I did it now. So what we need, I'm going to just see if I can cut through all of these at once. Ta-da! There we go. Perfect. Do I need, how many do I need? I don't think I need all of those anyway. So we can fold these up. I think I've just put 3. How many did I cut? Let's just cut a few more. So if I just put 3 in each, then I can use the little scraps as little journal cards or something, can't I? So pop these in like that. That just slots into there like that, and then I'm just going to hold them in, I'm just going to sew down that little bit there. So really, really simple. But like I said, you could actually just staple them in. Shall I staple one in just to show you? Where's my stapler? There we go. We should do one different one. So if I just staple there and staple there, look at that. Does the same thing. It's just holding in your pages. That's all it is. And what I'll do, I will take a little bit of this on this one and we can glue that on. I'm going to just take our glue gun. Just, you don't have to cover the staples up, but I'm going to take a little bit of that, just pop that over. Quite nice actually, isn't it? Scruff that up. A little bit over the back. Just pop that on. There we go. Fabulous. Look at that. Then we've got our little booklet. 2 little booklets. Now, actually, I think I'll do this one as well. I'm going to staple this one because I quite like that. Make sure they are in properly. Well, that's nice and easy, isn't it? What have we got in our little pot here, which I can pop something in? What's this? Should we just do a little piece? I'll just pop a little piece. If I had a little, I've used up all my little flowers, so I really must make those. I might make some tonight, but I think we are going to be going for a nice walk in a minute. Oh, Jessie, for all of you that asked, well, we took Jessie to the vet yesterday and she's okay. She had a few little lumps and bumps come up on her again. She had some before which she had removed, and she had a few more pop up that I noticed, so we took her for a little checkup yesterday, but they're okay. They're all good. She did have a little pedicure while she was there, which I can't do because I cannot, she will not let me cut her nails. She just doesn't like it at all, and because she has fits, she has like little epileptic fits, which is under control now with medication. I don't like to stress her out too much, so I don't really like doing it, but she was all right. The vet did it and she was good. Poor little thing. I'm making her out like she's on her last legs, but she's not. She's 15, but she's very, very, very sprightly little girl. So I'm going to just add just a little bit more of this. So she's got a few more years now yet, I am sure. There we go. Well, we're taking her to Spain with us next month when I go to see my daughter. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully she will be a good girl. She's got all her passport and everything, so that will be good. Look at that, aren't they lovely? Now where's my book gone? There it is. So this is what, oopsie daisy, look at that. Just pop in those little pockets, are perfect, don't they? I just love them. So that's a lovely little addition, isn't it? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, I don't know why I put those in there anyway. I'm going to take these out because what I want to do now, I want to pop some of these, where are they? Here we go. Some of these little page tabs. No, I don't need that on. I only put these paper clips on to see where I'm going to pop the little books. Now I've got 2 different lots. Now I did print these off twice, so I have got 2 of each one because I wasn't quite sure how many I was going to use. But let's have a look. That's a pretty one because that's a nice one to go on the front page. So what shall I do? I'm going to just, shall we test it out? So if I put them every other one. What do you think? Let's take this one. Let's put them on every other page. Do you think 4 will fit? Where's my little clips? Here they go. Let's just clip those on. Because we've got 8 pages, let's take one of each like this. 8 pages, no we haven't, we got, yes, 8 pages in each signature, wasn't it? Is that right? Is that level? I could probably come down a little bit actually. And we'll have one at the bottom. Once I've done the first one, they'll be easier to work out the other signatures, won't they? Let's pop it on this one. Out there? That looks about right, doesn't it? Is that upside down? I don't think it really matters, does it? Oops. What does that look like? Well, that looks pretty even, I think. I think I might just glue them on. Just do it. And then I'll do the same on this signature and the other signature. Okay, let's just glue this down. Let's take a little bit of our tacky glue. Make sure we've got this up the right way. I don't know which way it goes. I think it's... Oh, I don't think it really matters. Just on the edge. There. I think that's probably upside down, but that's okay. I haven't used page tabs for ages. Well, it feels like I haven't used page tabs for ages. A little bit of glue. We could probably add a little bit. If I leave that, if I clip that above it, is that the right way around? There we go, that's better. I believe it's just about there. Isn't it? Is that about right? That's about right. So if I clip that just above, then I know it's just underneath. Okay. Goes that way round. Perfect. Could probably add a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of seam binding or something on there as well. Let's pop this one on. Oops. There we go. That looks good. Let's take this one off. There we go. So that's the first signature. So that's little tabs on there. That looks really nice. That was a little bit too far in, I think. There we go. Squash that down. Perfect. Okay. That's lovely. So I'm going to take this out a minute because that's a bit lumpy bumpy, because I want to stick this down. I want to stick this one down on the front. Let's just take you out a minute, tuck you in there so you're out of the way like that. So I'm going to just stick that on the front. Now shall I stick it completely down? I think I will actually, because we've got a pocket in the back, so we don't need anything else. I'm going to stick it down with tacky glue because obviously it's paper to paper and this will stick really, really well. Right to the edges without it oozing everywhere. Pop that on. Pop a little tab in there. Stick that down. There we go. Lovely. Make sure it's all stuck down properly. Okay, that's good. I do like these. Let's pop our little booklet back in there. Fabulous. So do you think we've got time to make something to go in there? Let's just flatten those. Right, that's the first page. Let's pop one of these back onto here. Lift this up. Now I've got these are just little bits of coffee stain paper that I had, but I do have like little embellishment bits that I might actually add onto these, or I might just sew a little bit of seam binding or something along the bottom just to make it look pretty. Just ruffle it up along there, just so you know it's just like a little journal-y bit. Okay, see, they look nice, don't they? So I'm not going to make this too fancy like I said, but I will probably add in a few more. I want to do another I will do another one on this book, because on the front I want to do like we did on the spine. I want to do a little pocket on here on the front and the back, so I'll do that next time. So what I'm going to do now is just get this out of the way because I'm all tangled up. That's those done. I'm going to stick, let's take that off. Right, that's going to go on there. So, oh, that's on a different page, so that's all right. So let's just stick one of these onto here, shall we? Let's just ink it up. This one's got a little bit of white bits on there. We don't want the little white bits, do we? So let's stick this on. I'm going to stick them in the same place as I did the other ones, because it's a different signature, but oops. Let's pop that one just there. Like that. What I might do, I'm going to stick that one, then I'm going to stick the bottom one on. So that's going to be the second page here. So we want one of these, don't we? And I think I will get them a little bit more even then. So I'll stick that one there, like that. So that's the top and the bottom. I'm going to take this little paper clip out. So we want the second page, so that one, which is there. What should we pop on that one? This little one? No, we want a flatter one. We want this one. There's two different styles, so that can go. That goes sort of there, and we've got another one there. Perfect. There we go. Could actually probably pop a couple of sort of dingly danglies on here. If you made a little hole in here, which I might do on some of them actually. Pop a little hole and we can have a little dingly dangly. Let's put this one on. So we want that one on this one, don't we? I think. Yes. Pop some glue on. So if you know you've got 8 pages, then it's every other page, isn't it, that you pop your little page tab on. This one, which is the middle one. So what do you reckon? Roughly there. There we go. Perfect. There we are. Lovely. Oh, they do look nice, don't they? I like those. Right, last one. Let's pop these page tabs onto here. I will fast forward this a little bit. You can see what I'm doing, but I will just speed it up a little bit, I think, just so it's a little bit quicker. Okay, so there we go. That's all the page tabs on, and look at that. They look really nice, don't they? Loving those. So let's pop these in our little pot over here. Pop our little clips out of the way. So loving those. Let's stick now. There's our second signature on here. So let's pop this one. Take these little bits out. We don't need those. Tuck that into there. And pop that on there. Doesn't really matter if it's the wrong one. I think this one was on the back page, but it's okay. A little bit of glue. So if you know you've got, you know, 3 signatures or 5 signatures or whatever like that, you don't have to do each one completely different. To make it easier, just make 3 of the same things, like I've done. So we've got 3 signatures, so you make 3 of the little altered bags to go in each one, which I've done. I'm putting on the front of each one, and then it's easier to do. So really then all you're doing is figuring out what to do with one signature, because you're just going to be repeating it through the book, through your journal. So there we go, that's lovely. Let's pop that in there. Perfect. Make sure that's dry. Let's turn that over. Pop the last one on to here. Let's just take that out. Oh, the middle one, I didn't do the mixed media bit on it because I only did 2, and then I put everything away, and then I didn't take it back out again, so I just covered it with some paper, and I didn't do sort of like the mixed media bit on it, because these ones I did these last Sunday, and I added the book paper and some paint on there and some gesso. Okay, tuck in our little book. So this one here, can you see I've just added the paper all the way to the edges and sewed around it, and then added a little bit in there. Oh, actually that could sort of slide in there. That's quite nice, isn't it? Like these dingly danglies. Okay, so that's looking lovely so far, isn't it? I'm liking the little bit. So I've got 2 paper clips in each one. So what did we do with that one? So that was that paper clip, and I think we'll have one. Did I take that one out of here, or was this the side one? I think this was going on the side this way, wasn't it? So let's just pop that on there like that. So that's 2 for that signature, and then we've got 2 on this one. So 1 from the side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some paper. I've got some more tea stain paper here. And what I've done, I have just folded these in half, like this, torn it down in the middle. That's quite nice because that's sort of a bit darker on the outside. Folded them this way, and then tucked them under the paper clips. Like that. So I think maybe I will sort of pop something along the bottom of these. We did those ones, didn't we? So look, that can just tuck in there. So these are nice because you can journal on these anyway, but I do like little extra sort of like journaling space. So these are perfect because when I have my journals, I like to have sort of like plainer paper as well, just so I can pop them in, write something on there or do something. So let's just pop this in. Fold that in half. Pop that in up there. And then we've got one more from the side. So let's fold that over. Fabulous. That can just tuck in. Actually, is it a little bit darker this side? And it won't sort of like blend in so much. Okay. Perfect. That's lovely. So this is getting, look at that, I just love it. I think this is lovely and so simple. Now we want something to go into these. Now I did think about these. Would they fit? See, that would fit, but then it sort of like disappears, doesn't it? I think we could actually, I've got another lot of these as well actually that I printed off. I'm wondering if I could just stick that on, and then I've got my little journal cards here as well, which are little books, little open book, which would slot in there as well, wouldn't it? Actually, that might look quite nice. So I think I will keep that one back. So I'm going to put one of these in each signature, I think. That's what I'm going to do. Unless, what I might do, because I've actually backed these, I don't really want to stick those down. So let me have a think. I've got some more here. Maybe I'll just cut them out and stick those on. That will probably be better, wouldn't it? That will, because there's no point in backing something and then sticking it to the page, I don't think. So let's just cut this out like that and use it as a little tuck spot. I think that will look nice, won't it? And then maybe we could add a little bit of lace or something around the edge. Let's just ink that. That's better. That's good. Now what we could do, actually I've got some little bows that I made. These would look quite nice. That's a nice one, isn't it? If I could use that, and I could pop that. It dangles down. That's nice. That's what I'll do. So what I'm going to do, just just glue around the edge like this. There we go. Stick that down as a little tuck. Oopsie daisy. Sort of like a little side pocket, isn't it? That looks nice. Then I'm going to get my glue gun, just glue this little bow on to the top like that. Love it. Shall I leave them to dangle like that? Little pingy ones, aren't they? I think I will. I think that looks nice. We'll see how it goes. If they're going to go everywhere, I might just sort of like glue them. Actually, I might do that anyway. I'm going to just pop a spot of glue there and just glue that down. Just so it's still got a little bit of movement in there, but just so I'll just stick that there. Just so they sort of stays in place a little bit. Still decorative, but they're not going to get caught on anything. Then we've got that little pocket. Love it. That's fabulous. So then we can pop one of these in each signature then, can't we? So this is the second one. Doesn't have to necessarily go in the same place. I might actually put this one on the middle page. Shall we do that? That will look nice. Cut these out. So these are from, like I said, I think I said, are from the Ko-fi. So these are the one-off and monthly Ko-fi supporters. These are the extras that I print off or make for my Ko-fi supporters, because they're the ones that make it so that we can have the Friday freebies. If I didn't have the support from the Ko-fi supporters and one-offs, you know, I don't think I would be able to do the Friday freebies, because they take up so much time to do, and it really does help with your support, which I really appreciate it, and I'm sure everybody that receives the Friday freebies appreciate it as well. So I'm so grateful for the help. So this is why I try and do a little bit more and give you the little bit extra each week, and you also get a kit each month as well to print off. So I hope you have all remembered to go and print that off as well. The kits, that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, I do like these little bows. Now I wish I had probably made some more ribbon, or coloured some more ribbon, because I'm loving the colours these have come out. Going to do the same with this one. Oops, there goes my little dauber. Let's just pop that like that, a little bit there. Lovely. Should we twist that a little bit? I'm going to stick a little bit there. A little bit there. Just scrunch that up just a little bit. Oh, I love them. And then we've got that lovely little pocket in there. Get the little struggles off. These look nice too. Do like those. Okay, last one in the signature in here. Let's take that out. Where should we put that? Should we pop it on the... Let's pop... No, it's not that one, is it? Let's have this one. Take that one. I do like this one as well. Let's just cut this out. Oops, that's a bit wibbly wobbly. So we have, for the Friday freebie next week, we've got the last in the set of book ones. So, and then I have to, what did I do with my dog? Or did I just drop it on the floor? And then we need to think of another sort of theme for February, don't we? Shall we do a lovey-dovey one? Do you think we should go into that side? Or something completely different? Or we could do a bit of both. A new theme and a few lovey-dovey bits. Now this one will go lovely with that, wouldn't it? Yes, I think we will do that. So we shall see. Or should I put it on that one? No, because we've got the... No, we'll do it on here. Yes, decisions on February's Friday freebies. There we go. Lovely, 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 and this one can go on the top. little bit of shabbiness on there. There we go. Stick that down. And should we pop this a little bit there? A little bit there. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Go. Scrunch it up just a little bit. There we go. Lovely. Without seeing the glue. Love it. Look at that. That's fabulous. And these can sit in just like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Was I going to do anything else? Was I going to make a little... Oh, lovely. And I do think I'm going to make a little hole in these. I think I have put that one on upside down. Never mind. Pop a little hole in that and have little dingly danglies. Now, I purchased a pair of pliers from Amazon, which are these, which make the little loops in your wire. So I might give that a go to make some dingly danglies, because that's the thing. I love making dingly dangly bits, but I find it, you know, very tedious making the little loops. So I bought that. It's quite expensive, so I need to test it out to see if it's worth purchasing and not sending back. So I don't know whether you guys have had one of these, the little loopy things, like this. So let's see. It's quite a big one, so my hands aren't that big, so it seems to be quite wide, if you know what I mean. This is the 1.5mm loop, so they're tiny little loops, but I need to give that a go. But I find it is quite big, although it's small, if you know what I mean. It opens up quite big, so I don't know whether you're supposed to have it open up that wide, but I'm going to give that a go later and just see what I can do with it. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do, let's just have a rummage through here. Oh look, we've still got these for belly bands, haven't we? Still got all sorts of bits. Oh, I've got to do these as journal cards as well. So that's what I'll do. These papers I found the other day, which I think I might make little... I'm going to take these. Let's see what we can do with these quickly. Let's just have this first one. I just love this paper, because that would work really well in there, wouldn't it, as a journal? What do you think? Because I've printed on the inside. How wide? So that's the bag. What do you reckon? That wide? Let me just eyeball it. Let's get my little cutter. Cut this down. Let's just cut that little white bit off. Oops. Just see. Okay, so that will fit in there nicely. Oh, it's quite deep, isn't it? So, oh, that's quite, look how big that is. Didn't realise. So, shall we have it so it goes all the way in? Shall we have it so it comes out a little bit further? I think I'll have it so it comes out just a little bit further. So that's there. Let's just eyeball that. Oops, I didn't cut that very well, did I? Okay, that's nice, isn't it? So, what shall we do with this? Shall I make that into... I've got some paper here, let's just put that out of the way. See, everything's encroaching onto my desk again. I've got 2 pieces of this. So if I folded that in half, that's not quite, is it? Will it go this way? Ooh, I think it might actually. Just about. Shall we do it like that, or like a little booklet, or we could just have like it clipped at the top so it opens like that? Not like, I think I might prefer it as like a little notebook actually, more than, right, let me just fold a couple of these down. And I'm going to, I need some more paper. Okay, so I have got some more coffee stained paper, so I'm just going to fold these in half, like that. So what should we have? 16 inch, I don't need it to be too thick. Let's just have, oh, it smells of coffee. That's a surprise. Right, I'm going to just cut them down like this because it's slightly too big. So if I do them I'm going to do it 4 inches. There we go, just cut that little bit off on the end. There we go. So that fits in there, doesn't it? So, and then I will, should have chopped them off the other end really, shouldn't I? So, when I put that in there, that can just, I might just sew, I might go sew all the way around it and along here to sew that on. And then that can just fold up. Perfect, that's what I shall do. And then, let me just mark that off, and we won't cut those down. Let's see what size this is, shall we? For each one of these. Let's go this way. So that is, oh my gosh, I really need a bigger desk. 7. Which I don't really want it exact, do we? So let's just go 6 7/8. There we go. Let's try and do all of them together, shall we? Doesn't have to be perfect. I will do one anyway, and then I will make the other 2 later on. So let's just pop that in there. That's quite nice, isn't it? You don't want it too thick. I don't want too much in too much thickness in there. Now I'm going to ink. Shall I ink or shall I grungy this? Shall we just, I might actually go round like this, just with my scissors. Now again, if you've got one of the little distress tools, you can use that as well. I think I would just grunge this a little bit. Just around the edges, and then I can ink it up and then sew around it. That's what I shall do. There we go, a little bit of ink, pop those to the side. There we go. Nice little grungy notebook. Now, I've still got a piece left. I wonder if I can make a pocket on the other side of it. Let's have a look. Let's just do this. While I am, because I could probably sew it in with it, couldn't I? There we go. Let's see. Oh God, look at all my inky bits everywhere. This is why I make such a mess. So that can go in. I was just wondering whether I could use this. Oh, I could actually probably pop a little tuck in there, couldn't I? Look, inky guys. That's what I will do. Let's take this back out again. So this was 7 inches, wasn't it? See, I need a big desk, and I think I probably still wouldn't have enough room. So if I do that 7, that's the right length, isn't it? So if I do that 7, don't want it huge. I don't want it great big, so maybe we'll do it 2 inches. So mess with my cutter. Maybe I need to change the blade. There we go. Or I'm a bit too quick, a bit too hasty with my cutting. Shall we grunge this? Oh no, I'm just going to ink it, I think. Let's just ink around. I think what I will do, it's very pale in here, doesn't it? It's okay. That's okay. I'm going to stick that on. And then we've got the papers. There we go. Let's stick this down. Just a little bit, because I'm going to glue it anyway. Not glue it, sew it. So I'm just going to glue the top and the bottom. Like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm going to ink this middle bit. This is printed onto 160 GSM paper, so it just makes a really nice sort of like little light notebook, doesn't it? There we go. Just grunge. I think I just add a little bit to here. There we go. That will do. That will do. Now what I'm going to do, take all my bits of paper that I've muddled up and got everywhere. We don't want the little bits, we want the big bits. There we go. Gosh guys, are you getting such a mess as me? Look at that. I don't like too much stuff on my desk because I feel like I'm not in control of my desk, if you know what I mean. There's too much stuff everywhere. It's not good, I don't think. Okay, so what shall I do? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to sew around it, just around it, and then I'm going to sew that onto there, but I'm going to add another little tab of paper on top. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just going to quickly just sew around here. Okay, so there we go. I've just sewn around the edge, and I just think that looks really nice. Not very neat at all, but that's okay. Then what I would like to do is pop that in there, which fits perfect, doesn't it? So I'm going to take one of my little clips. Oops. Clip that there. Is that about right? Could probably go further in, couldn't it? Let's just pop that in. Like that. Now what I would like to do, because we've got a little bit of this left over, I'm going to pop that so it goes over the top, I think. Let's just cut that down. Let's see, and then that will just bend over the top. Probably the right length as well. Fold this in half. What do you think that will look like? Just so it hides that sort of top piece. Just slide that on. Love it. There we go. Should I put it so it goes over that, or should I put it so it goes under that? I think maybe, what shall I do? Stick it so it goes under. That's better, isn't it, I think? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to change my mind again. I'm going to ink this. Just ink this up a little bit. And then I'm going to sew this onto this piece like that. I'm going to take that and sew that on like that, and then I'm going to stick this piece to the book. That's what I'm going to do. Clip that on there like that. Another clip. What do you do? What do you think? That will be better, won't it? Then I can just stick that on there. Then I know it's in the right place. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so there we are. Look at my wonky bit of sewing. That's dreadful. But that's okay. It doesn't matter, does it? So then that can sit on there. I'm just going to chop this tiny little bit off there. I'm going to stick that to the top of there. And then this will just... Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Shall we glue gun it? No. Yes, I'm just going to glue gun it on top. Just a little line along there. I'm going to go sideways so I can see what I'm doing. What do you think? A little bit wibbly wobbly. Okay. There we go. Look at that. I like that. That's lovely. So we've got a little pocket in there, and then we've got a little notebook on there, which looks great. Should we decorate the front? Should we embellish the front a little bit? What have we got? Well, I've got these. That's nice, isn't it? Or where's my little bookcases? My stacks of books. Oh, I was going to put that on the front, wasn't I? Oh, I quite like that on there. I could do with some words, actually. I could do with some words, but I'm going to pop that on the front because I think that looks really nice. I know I've backed it, but that's okay. Let's just... Nice blob of glue. Do with a few more of my little flowers, couldn't I? My little seam binding flowers. See if I can get some made tonight. There we go. Love it. I think that's lovely. I'll tell you what would look quite nice down there. Would actually be a little stack of books. Would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Actually, that would probably make like a little band down there. No. That's it. I'm going to leave it like that for now. And that's our first one. So I will make a couple more of those. That sits in there perfectly. So there's lots and lots of journaling space in here, which is what I wanted. And we've got enough room in there. Can you see? Because we've got enough room in between each signature. So you can put, you could even put a bigger book in there. but I think that looks really nice. I don't want it too hefty. But there we go, guys. That's it for today. It is a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but we did a few bits in here and I think it's looking really, really nice. I will get ready. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I've got lots of things I want to do tomorrow. So which one I'll get done first, I'm not sure. But I would like to do a nice little snippet roll pocket like we did on here. So yes, I'm going to have to make some more flowers, aren't I? So I'll make one similar to this and we'll have a pocket in the front and a pocket in the back, which I think will look really, really lovely. So there we go, guys. Or maybe a few danglies. We will see. All right, guys. Well, thank you so, so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.